8 p.m. and 9 back again pretty soon. Just looking for other students to take place. And there we go. We are live on YouTube. It's me and Wanda here. We're going to talk about the anatomy of a mystery. It's the topic chosen. We have just watched the video on YouTube about the topic to practice a little bit of listening, to learn some vocabulary. And I have some questions about this topic. And as everybody should know, this is not a class. I'm not a teacher. So no corrections, no grammar, nothing, just conversation, free conversation around the topic. And I'm here as a host to develop my English skills. And we always start with a personal presentation. And in case someone is watching this live, you can have access just joining us on talkandtalk.com.br, choosing the best plan that fits you better. In case for unlimited conversations in English, Spanish, or French, you choose the conversation plan on our website. All right. So I'm Philip, and I'm back to São Paulo. I was living in Juiz de Fora, Minas for quite a while after a year trip to Canada in Toronto, living there. Now I'm back to São Paulo, and it's been cold this past 2 days, 3 days, I guess. Weekend was really hot, and I'm just waiting for summer to get back and hate us, because cold days here in my parents, it's still it's cold as, like, it's colder than Canada, if I can say that. Wanda, what about yourself? Present yourself, please.
Hello, Felipe. Hello, Daiane. I'm Wanda from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. Today is a little bit cold here, and I love it. I hate summertime. I'm a dancer, two sons, one grandson, one daughter-in-law, and I'm a cat person. My cat's there laying down in the sofa. When he be aware that I talk in English, he jump to my lap and starts to boring me.
Yeah, I wish I had pets my entire life. Nowadays, I don't. Just like my parents, they still have a puppy. But I don't know if at this moment I want to have a pet. I prefer having like a child right now before having a pet, just to start with. Dai, it's your turn. Present yourself, please.
Hello, guys. Philip, today is my first immersion with you.
Yes, let's go. Let's do it.
Hey, guys, I am Daiane. I'm from São Paulo, but nowadays I'm living in Sorocaba. It's a countryside of São Paulo. And Vandinha, here today it's very fresh, so I'm very happy because here in Sorocaba the weather is very hot. But today it's very good. I'm here in Talk and Talk since the winter intensive when I saw Philip's profile on LinkedIn. So I subscribed myself and I'm here right now. I'm here because I'm trying to improve my English. I'm trying to find another opportunity in international market in my area. I am expert in marketing, communication, content, social media. So that's my main focus here. And on the other hand, I really like to talk and meet different people. So I think Talk and Talk it's a good place to do this. Every day we have immersions here and we can discuss about different topics, sometimes more difficult, sometimes minus difficult, but that's a good way to improve our knowledge and our language too. I'm living here in Sorocaba with my dog Clark. I am a dogs person, Vandinha, but you know, I really like cats too.
I like dog too.
They are perfect too. You know, my salsichinha Clark, he's very lazy. He's sleeping right now, like always. But he's very cute. He's very smart, and I love him. It's it. That's it.
Very good. So we are gonna start this topic, the anatomy of mystery. I played in the beginning of video so we could practice a little bit of listening skills, and I found this channel on YouTube really interesting. They talk about the anatomy of crimes, and when they do that, it's kind of a history, like a story that you can learn lots of special vocabulary with details and everything else, pronunciation. So it's like a soap opera. It's like a movie, you know. So there are like some videos here. I think they have more than 100 videos to talk about something. And the very first question I have about mystery is, do you like this kind of stories? Do you like listening or reading someone telling a story, or even on the news where there's like some ingredients about like the investigation, detectives, and this kind of stuff? Are you into this, Vanda, or you're not like, you don't like to listen or watch this kind of stuff?
Yeah, I'm a eclectic person, and depends of my mood. I love mysteries movie, but I love every kind of movies. Depends of my mood, depends of the day, depends of the company. Is that? But mystery is interesting topic. But I don't like when is close to terror. I don't like a bunch of blood and things like that.
Very good. Yeah. I think I'm not listening or watching things like that. And I didn't choose this topic actually. One of the community managers we have here, she chose this. And I think it was a great topic because it's a kind of conversation we usually don't have with each other, you know. And what about yourself, Dai? Do you like this kind of topics to share, chat about it with friends, family, to watch or read?
Yes, I really like to watch movies like terror, suspense, mystery, and comedy. But sometimes I feel like I don't like the histories. You know, I don't like the scripts. Sometimes I prefer watching movies that I watched in the past. I like to repeat my cinemas productions. So that's my point. But I think nowadays we have a lot of productions in streamings that make sense to watch. We have a really good stories.
Yeah, indeed. And I remember when I was a kid or teenager, loving to play detective board game, you know, to find who is the killer or the assassin, you know. Also playing video games. I enjoyed too much Assassin's Creed because of the story itself behind the game. another game called Max Payne. It was around a guy who had his family killed by criminals, by gangsters. I don't know if I think it was New York, and the game itself around this topic, it was really interesting. So I think everybody likes somehow mysteries, like that soap opera it's playing back again, Vale Tudo at Globo, and Brazil stopped. I wasn't born yet back there, but I know that Brazil stopped to see or to discover, find out who murdered Odete Rocha, right? Odete Reutemann, right?
Hoitman, yeah.
Reutemann. So, are you girls watching, following this soap opera or not?
No,
No?
not yet. I don't like normal TV shows because of some advertisement. I don't like. I put Netflix or Prime Video or YouTube, but I never see anymore. Since the pandemic time, I closed my TV and
Really?
never open again.
Yeah, the propaganda advertisements, they really like it sucks to watch like from time to time. That's I pay YouTube Premium just to avoid advertisements. I hate those.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And mostly in Mr.'s movie. If you see the Mr.'s movie, you need to stay inside with the music, with the light. And when cut for Casas Bahia, uh, cut the emotion, and it's hard
exactly, to
to
get back.
take the emotional again.
Yeah.
Yes, it's tired. I was watching Vale Tudo in present days, and that's a good story. But I don't like to watch soap operas because they are very long. We have a lot of episodes, but I like to watch it in Global Play. That's a streaming of Global, I think. And there we don't have advertisements, so it's easier than watching in live on TV. But this soap opera is very interesting because it's about mystery. It's about uh, or two. It's about character. I think that's a good story, but it's very long. I don't have sure, but I think they are in the no episódio 200. I don't know. It's a long story. I don't have
Yeah.
Yeah,
patience.
hard to see.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so long. It's true. It's true. I'm watching on Netflix now, The Madness. Have you seen that already? The
No,
Madness. The Madness
No.
is about a guy. He's like a TV host. He was at the wrong time, the wrong place, and they are putting on his shoulder the guilty of the crime, and then the story develops on it, and it goes crazy back and forth, and you don't know what's gonna happen. Then he goes to jail, then he backs off and he's free, and it's crazy, but it's really interesting. And what I love the most is how they communicate that, and then I learn a lot. So even when I'm trying to relax a little bit, I'm still analyzing, trying to understand, and sometimes it's tiring. I just wanted, and that's why sometimes I like to practice sports that I don't need to think too much. But anyway, yeah. Um, we have a question here. The very first question actually about the
we
most.
don't have the questions.
You don't have the questions?
No.
It's on the website, on the material.
Oh,
You have
but not
access to it?
here.
Yes.
Ah, yeah. This is one of the things that I'm trying my best to get rid of that. The hosts, they are going to stop pasting the questions in the chat.
Why?
Because you start reading the questions in the chat. And reading, it's not a conversation, you know? So the idea of this immersions is to really to be immersive and to talk about a topic. And we started to have the questions here because we didn't have a place to put the questions, you know? And in the beginning, it was crazy because we didn't even have topics. We had to broadcast the questions to everybody, and people would like read the question and on top of Zoom for like 3-4 seconds and then start answering the question when we started the way we do right now back in 2020. So I'm trying my best to tell hosts that they are, it's not that it's prohibited, but I have seen a lot of conversations here that feels like someone reads the question and then answer the question, and I feel like it's not a conversation. It's like reading questions and answering, and it's not, I don't know. Do you like having the questions here on the chat? Wanda?
I think depends of the group. There are group that the conversation flow better, but there is a group with people that don't have the open camera and don't pay attention in everything, and the conversation.
And that's another reason why getting rid of the questions is good, because sometimes people are just like waiting their turn to answer, and they ask, "Oh, which question is this?" And then
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly.
So and then it's not a conversation. So if the person is not pay attention, they should like move. They should quit. They shouldn't be here talking, you know.
Yeah, but do you think if a talkative person could take all the immersion for them?
And that's why we have a host. The host is
Okay.
here. The host is here to manage and balance that. So the host is not here to help. It's not volunteering. It's here to learn how to use English in different situations, to manage this kind of stuff. So as a host, I need to pay attention. I can't speak more than all of you, and I need to make all of you to speak. That's what we call soft skills using English. So speaking English is easy with lots of respect, but communicating in English is the skill most people need to develop, and also in Portuguese. When you have questions here, you're not developing communication. You're developing reading, you're developing, you know, things that are not communication itself. So, and then it turns to be like somehow boring. So we have a topic, but we are talking here and we are changing the topic. And it can happen. It's normal. So if you want to talk about something else, you can bring that. And maybe we decide throughout the conversation that we want to talk about something totally different.
Yeah, natural conversation have many paths. We start to talk about dogs and finish talking about war.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So that's a real life situation. And that's how you.
I think it's more difficult for the host
Yeah,
without
and
planning.
that's why
Guiding.
that's why we have a host. Otherwise, we don't need hosts. You just put your people together and you start talking. Like we can do that. Like sometimes I do that when we don't have another host to replace like that agenda. I just start and let people get things going. Because
Like in the second room, for
yeah,
example.
like when we split out people, it means like we don't need a teacher to talk in English. We don't need a host to talk in English. And most hosts, especially they that had started in 2020, 2021, like back in the old days, they are still thinking, I'm here to help. You're not helping. Actually, it's the opposite. When the host is trying to help, they are not helping at all, you know. But and their hosts, they are not developing their English. They are just here as a routine. They don't even think too much anymore. So, and I'm here because it's been a long time I don't speak English, and I'm not feeling good speaking in English right now. It's not easy. I'm trying to find some words, and I cannot bring that day back, to my mind. So
Yeah, English is hard.
you need to keep
Go out of our brain easily.
yeah, I watch films, listen to music, and everything else, but I'm not speaking English. I'm not. So I need to practice. So and then I lose confidence. And when I lose confidence, there's opportunity, and then I'm not gonna grab it. I'm just like let it go because my English is not good.
Yeah,
That's
it's hard. English is hard. Here in Talk, I think is soft because everyone have the same accent and the same difficulties, and then we talk slowly and it's okay for us. But if we go to USA, for example, we don't understand nothing.
yeah. And because you don't understand, especially because we have the material here on the website with the questions. And that's why I'm asking the hosts to put a video here, or you can just, because here's the thing, the anatomy of a mystery. When I got this topic, I thought, what am I gonna talk about this? I have
Yes.
no idea. And then I started to watch and having ideas to bring. This is real life situation. You need to do that in an interview. You need to do that to meet someone new. If you want to talk with people, you need to be interesting. If you're not interesting enough, people, they don't want to talk with you. And there are hosts that you don't want to be part of that meeting because the topic is not interesting, the host is not interesting, the person itself, like you don't see that, oh, I'm gonna be part of it. Except Andrea. Everybody loves Andrea's immersions. And it's not
Everybody
about
loves.
fluency. It's not about fluency,
Andrea is the best. Camila
because
too.
yeah,
It's very
Andrea,
good.
Camila, there are some hosts here that they got the idea of not the platform. Talk and
Yes.
talk is bullshit,
Yes, Solon, he's a good host too because he
Yeah.
have a good dynamic in their immersions and about the topics. His topics are very interesting too. Every week we have a lot of guys, in the exception that last immersion because just me and Mateus Fonseca
Yeah.
went to immersion, but that was a good topic too. And you know, 3 weeks ago, I think me and Fabio went to the Jared immersion, and Jared
Yeah.
is the original
Yeah.
US guy, Vandinha. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I thought a lot before enter to the immersion because I saw his name and I was thinking, come on, maybe he's American. I don't know. Aí eu entrei, I went, And when I went, Fabio was there, and his face, it was very, very funny because Jared is very shy. He's a original American guy, you know. He's speaking very fast, and when I was in the immersion, I think, oh my gosh, I can't understand, I can't speak, I can't think a lot of my feelings, I can't explain my situation because I have a lot of difficulty to understand his English. So I think I was vesga de tanto think, try to listen, try to understand. But that was an amazing experience because it's the real life, you know. Oh my gosh! But I felt very proud because it was very hard to me and Fabio, but we had a good conversation in that immersion, but it was hard, you know. Maybe in the next week I will enter again.
And it's hard to speak, not because of English, because you're speaking English right now. The difference is you're emotional.
Yes.
Your emotion, just that, because you already know there's like presentation, personal presentation, then you have the questions already. So you can just ask which question you're asking, and then you follow the question here on the material. And then you go ahead, and then you speak. But you black out because you're afraid, you're not confident enough. That's
Yes.
why we have the host role. The host, it's not a game. It's not for fun. It's for personal study. It's to develop your listening, it's to develop your speaking, it's to develop your vocabulary, the expressions, how you speak, how you deal with other people, how you make the conversation flow. That's what you're gonna learn as a host.
Yeah.
You know, but not everybody can understand that. The mindset is, I'm here to help. But if they want to help, and I'm in the process of asking each of them, you're here to help or to study, to learn. Because study, people don't like to study, me neither, but I like to learn. So you're here to learn or you're here to help. If you're here to help, then let's change what you need to do every week, you know, because you're not helping. And especially when you see someone like I talked to Solon last week, and I heard him speaking in English, and his English is much better than the last time I heard. And then that's what I'm looking for, people to develop themselves to speak English, better English. Otherwise, the level here, it's gonna be like low, and we want everybody to develop to get more fluence, more ideas, more interesting topics, and etc.
But
Right?
I think I developed my English, but I forgot my English again, and I try to become fluent, but I forgot everything. I forgot names, I forgot verbs, preposition all the time. It's hard for me.
Wanda, the people I met in Toronto, you speak much better than 100% of people I met in there.
Wow.
In real life experience, like even at work, working with English, if you see real life experience speaking in English in an interview and etc., people they don't know prepositions either. I don't know preposition. I don't know if it's in talk and talk, on talk and talk, at talk and talk, whatever is talk and talk. Actually, I know, but like depending on the situation, I don't know which one to use. And who cares?
Yeah, I don't have experience in another place. I never study English and I never open a book for grammar, for example.
Oh,
I only stay here from 0 until now. And when I started, oh my gosh, I talk everything Portuguese.
And you speak very well. So what I recommend is get the topic and watch something before the immersion happens. So 10 minutes before the immersion happens, you can learn a lot. And if you do that, every single immersion you join, you attend, you're gonna develop your pronunciation, vocabulary, structure, because you're gonna be in touch. So that idea of, oh, we have Brazilians only to speak in English here. Yeah, you're gonna see like people from Thailand, from Singapore, from South Africa, from Nigeria. I was in Toronto and I couldn't understand people in Canada speaking in English.
Yeah, it's difficult in Canada.
But then it took me an hour, one day, depending on the person to get used. And then
I went to Canada. It's so hard to understand.
Especially no native speakers. We met like a woman from Ethiopia. I don't know how to say that in English, by the way, but from this country, and they have like native English there, and it was absolutely hard to understand, absolutely. So, but then once you develop confidence to speak, you ask questions. One of the skills a host develops is the art of asking questions, or to put on GPT to bring you questions.
Yeah. I remember one day I stayed in Canada with the dog of my sobrinho is
A nephew?
Nephew. With my the dog from my nephew, and in the countryside of the Canada. And then two boys sit down in it's night. Sit down in a place, and they comes to me, and I frozen. Oh my gosh, eu vou ser assaltado. I got assaulted. Everyone laughed to me because Canada, it's impossible to but I'm from Rio de Janeiro. Then they goes to me and say, be careful. There is I never know about a big animal, and this big animal could injure my dog, and they try to talk to me, and I don't understand nothing. And then the guy get me and said, a big, dangerous, terrible animal there. Go home. And and me, oh, okay. And I go. Yeah, is that we don't understand nothing, but
when you need to understand, when you need to understand, you get the message, right? And that's what we need to develop, to get the message instead of understanding everything. Like, you don't need to understand every single word. You need to understand the message. And if you have questions, you ask a question. Simple as that. Speaking a language is easy. You just need to immerse in the language, create problems to solve, and start communicating yourself with basic stuff. Starting with yourself, present yourself. The grammar book of every language is inside of you, not in a book. Not in a book. So if you want to learn Chinese, you start learning how to present yourself, how to talk about your job, your studies, the things you like, your routine. It's a full course. You already have a full course of any language. You want to learn Latin, you have that. Then you need
Do you
to.
believe that? Really believe. And it's really, I'm talking now because you believe in
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, and I have seen that happening with people in French. In French, we don't have as many sessions as we do here on English, in English, at English, whatever. I don't care. It's in English, in English. We don't have teachers. We don't have video classes. We're starting now, but I have seen with my own eyes people getting fluent in English, in French in 4 months.
Wow.
And what I mean from being fluent,
I restart with French
and it's starting from
a week
scratch,
ago.
from zero, from zero. And we have activities. Now we have classes. We have the explanation of every single part in French and Spanish. We're gonna have Italian course next year. And then we're gonna get back Italian people, the Italian community here. We are developing our course book with lesson plans, activities, and so on. And I strongly recommend Wanda and Diane to become a host because you're gonna speed up your English learning, period. If you want to develop the most of your English communication, you apply to be a host. And if you understand and like and have the possibility, the agenda schedule, let's go for it. Once a week only, just an hour.
Dai, go ahead. You have time.
Come on, Vandinha, you too.
No, me as a dentist, I have many urgencies, and I schedule all the things that I schedule. I need to give up because a patient broke the teeth or everything happened. I have fear of schedule everything. Yeah.
And I understand that. I understand.
But Dai is for you.
Yeah, and
Yes,
by the way, Dai, you are more than able to apply
Exactly.
to be in our advanced program. So please do it. I'm gonna send you the link. Send me a WhatsApp message. I send you the link. So you apply, and then you're gonna have a tutor to help you out in the beginning. You're gonna have a course, 30 days to prepare yourself, and then you're gonna choose a schedule. Like if you want to speed up and do like in 2 days, you can also do that. But in my opinion, if you want to develop your fluency skills, become a host as fast as you can. And maybe you're gonna be the first. You're gonna be the first from. No, you're gonna be the second. We have Aleph is about to start as a host. So you're gonna be the second to be host from the group number 4.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. I am interested.
And Dai is so empathic.
Yeah.
And so beauty, and he
natural.
talk with a smile. I love her.
Thank you, Vandinha. You are my friend here in, on, or at Talk and Talk. Because I'm very communicative. That's my area. I love communication.
Exactly.
So, yes, that's an easy point to me. But my English, it's improving, But I'm sorry. I'm interested.
Yeah.
So go for it. We have some new things coming up. So we are gonna, like, you are fluent and you are going to understand what that means when you apply. And you're gonna have this fluent stamp on you once you are accepted to be a host. Okay, so take some time to apply, to fill out the registration form. And are you in São Paulo or not?
In Sorocaba.
Yeah.
Countryside of São Paulo.
Close.
Yeah, it's close.
October 18th, we are gonna have a happy hour event in São Paulo, 100% in English. Wanda, you are more than welcome to travel to São Paulo because we're gonna celebrate 9 years of Talk and Talk from the first immersion we had back in 2016. We are gonna celebrate the year 90th, and it's gonna be 100% in English, and I'm gonna be there, and it's gonna be lots of fun.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try. It's
So-
Come
really
on,
interesting.
Vandinha.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
will drink
yeah.
a lot. We will drink a lot.
Yeah, we drink
I'm kidding.
a wine.
Good.
And by the way, yeah, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, let me. So the idea is really to talk, and I don't need to follow the topic if I don't want to. But the point is, are the other people are willing to change the topic throughout in the middle of the immersion? That's something the host needs to understand.
Yeah,
Because
I think when the conversation flows like
Flows
our
naturally.
conversation, it's okay. But there is immersion that the conversation don't flow, and I think this is a
it's the
condition.
host has a full host responsibility. Who leads the meeting is 100% responsible for the
But
meeting to
there
flow
is,
or
for
not.
example, another room, and in another room,
It's different.
one people lead and try to go ahead and go to the conversation, and I try to talk with when the people is talking, I try to okay, and add something to get flow the conversation, but I think it is not common
It's
when people
hard.
get
An
when the
ability. It's
people
a skill.
yeah, and when people stay in another room, the host is not there, and three people is out camera, and
I hate
so
that. People with camera
it's
off.
boring. It's boring. Totally boring.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I understand when the person doesn't have a camera or the camera is broken, it happens. But when you are with your camera off, you need to be more present than ever. Because
Exactly.
why you're here? There are people are here just to relax, to talk. Other people are here to learn. Other people are here to develop some skills. I understand 100% of people come here to develop English, and then they realize it's not only English, because communication, it's not learning the rules of the language. Otherwise, in Portuguese, we could solve all the problems we have in Brazil, because everybody's fluent. In your family, if Portuguese is easy enough to speak and everybody understands, then you wouldn't have fights or
Exactly.
wars sometimes.
Bubbles.
Yeah. So the idea is, how do you develop the skills to increase the chance to grab a new opportunity. And I'm not talking about jobs only. I'm talking about opportunities. Everything is opportunity. Everything. I got mine. I found the love of my life here on Talk and Talk.
Oh.
So
That's perfect.
Communication. It wasn't on purpose, but it happened, you know? So, and everything is opportunity, but everybody is blind, just trying to understand prepositions, adverbs, tenses, and etc. And you should focus on the message and how you spread the message. And that's the focus of our online course with the videos. The videos are made with AI, 5 minutes maximum. So we have almost 200 videos there to watch. And you can watch with double speed. So you reduce the time even harder. And then no excuses. And you can just check the course in there. And once you are in the course, you can just choose what you want to learn. So, for instance, I come here, Wanda, Daiane, for example, and for the next immersion, let me see what I want to develop. Oh, I want to develop advanced relative clauses. You know what's advanced relative clauses?
No, I don't remember.
I never know about
that. Do you use the word that? Do you use that?
Yeah.
So that's a relative clause. You don't need to know that it's a relative clause to use it.
Like Portuguese. I don't
Portuguese.
know.
Yeah, like
I don't
Portuguese.
know.
But then you understand the tiny details of the language. So you can use whom, which, who. So he's the man who I told you about. So then you watch a 4 minute and 40-second video. And then for the next immersion, Van and I bet you to prepare yourself to answer questions, use this idea or this grammar rule. That's how you learn how to speak. You don't learn English by learning the language. Otherwise, you're rich and you don't need to speak up. But if you're like a regular person and you need to learn the language to speak with other people to bring opportunities, then you come here, learn, and all of this with material. So you get the material here, the PDF material, and then you have exercises, and then you have the explanation. Then you have, you see, 26 pages of exercise. You can even print. And if you have questions, you go to the community here and you ask a question. But the problem is people, they don't know how to ask questions. We had live classes that they are like 4 questions. And people are not booking. And when they book, they say to me, I don't have a question to ask. And then I ask back, why you're here then? I'm here to listen.
Oh my gosh.
So if you're here to listen, I'm going to record a video and I'm going to post on YouTube and then you watch.
Yeah.
Because it's like you are a dentist. And then the person goes to you and say, oh, I don't have anything on my teeth. So why you're here? Oh, I'm here to watch you working. Doesn't make sense. That's exactly what people do with me. They come to a class. Oh, I don't have questions. Nothing. So why are you here? Oh, I don't know. Maybe my bald.
To magic.
Yeah, just like, oh, I'm gonna be here just to wait the miracle of the language.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Gonna happen.
So right now, at the end of this conversation, I realized that my English is back. Like I'm speaking English, and I didn't even realize that I was speaking in English. But in the beginning, I was like, oh, I'm speaking English. Where are the words, the tenses? Oh my God, I'm gonna practice, you know?
Yeah.
I can't
Agree.
complain. I get angry in English. I get emotional in English. I don't have many tools as I have in Portuguese because I do not practice that much as I do in Portuguese. Portuguese, I speak every single day, 24 hour, like the whole day, not 24 hour, but the whole day for the past 37 years. English, not. Okay. And I need to do that with Spanish. And I'm going to be back with Spanish next week. Okay.
Yeah. Spanish, I don't want to learn because I can talk with all the countries in Spanish, mix Portuguese and Spanish, and it's okay for me, and I don't want to
Portunhol.
understand. Portugal
Yeah,
is really, really easy for me, and I can be understanding, and I can understand, and
and
it's
that's what you
okay.
need. That's what you need.
Yeah,
Exactly. All right.
but French,
I'm gonna learn French because I want you to tell people that I'm a polyglot. I'm polyglot. Sorry. So, Wanda, it was really nice meeting you. By the way, I think I'm going to add you to our host group. Okay. So you can get in touch with us easily, ask for support. I'm gonna send you a message with a WhatsApp group, Wanda, but do not share with anyone else. In this group, we just have people that are hosts. Okay, only hosts. But since you're here for such a long time, you're a very nice and kind person. I think the invitation goes well to have you around ourselves, to be more in touch and be like I'm always there, like every day. And I soon enough, she's gonna be a host as well if she wants to. And maybe you can replace one or another session if you're going to. Sometimes we need people as well, so be aware that sometimes the host is not here, it's not gonna be able. Wanda, can you do that? And then if you're
yeah,
if you're
that's
good,
for replacement. It's
yeah,
okay, no problem.
all right.
All right.
So, Dai, send me a message. I send you the link so you can apply. Okay. And Wanda, thank you so much. Dai, thank you for the conversation. See you in another immersion. I think next week we're gonna talk about English experience here on.
About mystery.
No, it's gonna be a easier talk. It's a mystery. The next topic. Okay. So a good one. Bye bye. Take